Hello and welcome to How to Play Mexico, presented by GatherTogetherGames.com. This video will cover how to play the dice game Mexico. The video will start with the general concepts and gameplay, and then get into more of the details for the game. The game is played with 2 or more players. To play, you will need 2 dice and 5 items per player, such as poker chips. Each player is given 5 poker chips. Each player will roll 1 die. The player with the highest roll will be the first to roll to start the game. Player 1 rolled the highest number and will start the game. The object of the game is to be the last player with chips. A player will lose a chip to the middle if they roll the lowest total for a round. 2 dice are rolled for a turn, and the dice numbers are combined to create a 2-digit number. Here the player rolled a 4 and a 2, which combine to make 42. When mixed numbers are rolled, the higher combined number the better. Any doubles rolled will outrank any mixed numbers rolled, so double 6s is the best double, then double 5s down to double 1s. The double 1s will rank just higher than the best mixed roll of 65. The best possible roll is 21. Rolling a 2 and a 1 is known as a Mexico. A Mexico will rank above the double 6s. Player 1 rolled the highest number during the setup and will roll first to start the game. The first player to roll in a round has the option of rolling up to 3 times, but can choose to stop rolling after the first or second roll if wanted. Player 1's first roll is double 1s. Player 1 chooses to stop rolling and keep the double 1s. Play moves clockwise left to the next player. After the first player, all other players will only get to roll up to the amount of times the first player rolled. Player 1 only rolled once, so all other players will only get to roll once. Player 2 rolls and gets a 62. Play moves to player 3 who rolls once. Player 3 rolls a 41. Player 3 has the lowest roll and will have to put a chip into the middle. The player with the lowest roll in a round will be the first to roll in the next round. Again, the first player can roll up to 3 times. Player 3's first roll is double 4s, and player 3 chooses to keep the roll. Play moves to player 1 who will only get to roll once. Player 1 rolls a 31. Play moves to player 2 who rolls a 54. Player 1 rolled the lowest number in this round and pays a chip to the middle. Player 1 will start the next round, and play continues until a player runs out of chips. Once a player runs out of chips, they are out of the game. Here, player 3 had the lowest total in the round and loses their last chip. Player 3 is now out of the game. Player 1 will start the next round, being the player left of player 3. Players 1 and 2 will continue to play as previously described, with the lowest roller losing a chip each round. Skipping ahead, player 2 starts with the first roll of 65 and keeps it. Play moves to player 1 for 1 roll to beat 65. Player 1 rolls a 32 and loses their last chip. Player 2 wins this game as the last player in the game with chips. A player has to keep the last roll made, even if it is lower than previous rolls. Here, player 1 rolls a 51 on their first roll and decides to roll again. Player 1 gets another 51 on their second roll and decides to roll again. Player 1 gets a 41 on their third roll and has to keep it. If 2 or more players tie for the lowest roll in a round, the tying players will re-roll to break the tie. Here, player 1 and 2 tied and will re-roll. In this sub-round, the players will get to roll up to the amount of times allowed in the original round. That wraps up How to Play Mexico. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and get more game tutorials by subscribing to our channel, Gather Together Games. Thanks for watching.